Hello and welcome to the Semester in Review edition of Falcon Update on MC 77. I'm Jory Hagan.
And I'm Brian Schermeyer. Our first story looks at a big change coming to campus. Messiah College will become Messiah University in July of 2020. Brooke Burton has the story.
Messiah College will become Messiah University in July of 2020. According to President Kim Phipps, Messiah's comprehensive offering of undergraduate and graduate programs have led the school to university status. We spoke to a couple current Messiah students to hear their thoughts. Junior Josh Starville shares his perspective.
What was your reaction to finding out that Messiah College will soon become Messiah University?
I was pretty surprised because, Messiah started out as like a Bible school, and then it turned into like Messiah College, and then now it's about to be Messiah University. So it was kind of shocking to me.
And how does it feel knowing that you were part of the last graduating class of Messiah College?
I don't know. It feels kind of special. It's kind of cool that my class is the last class that gets to, walk across the stage as Messiah College. So pretty cool.
Sophomore Bridget McGinnis also shared her opinion on the matter.
What are your thoughts on Messiah College becoming a university?
I would say it's a really cool experience, it's going to be good for the college, but it's also, kind of sad because I'm not going to graduate from the college I started at. I'm going to graduate from a university instead.
And how does it feel knowing that you are part of the first class to graduate from Messiah University?
I'd say it's bittersweet, actually. It's sad, like I said, because I'm not going to be graduating from Messiah College, but, it's kind of cool because I'll be the first graduating class of Messiah University.
Even though the change is still a year and a half away, planning has already begun. It all takes place here in the campus admissions building.
The president is announcing a task force that will start looking at the obligations we have to process Messiah College to Messiah University through the government agencies, and then we'll start working on identifying what needs to happen. So in my world, what that means is like all the signages that needs to change, letterhead that needs to be reprinted, what we're doing about uniforms and logos and that. And Carla Gross will be working on the branding and the communication package related to that.
All merchandise, signs, and campus logos are subject to change.
So I'll be leading a group of people working on all the merchandising things. So that is everything from what your business card looks like, getting new business cards, to uniforms, to athletics, to the bookstore. And so the bookstore will be part of that team of us looking at what we need to do in the next 18 months.
For MC 77, I'm Brooke Burton reporting.
While Messiah students' lives are hectic during November and December, they are also looking for a chance to take a break from their studies without traveling too far. Recently, campus had the chance to experience a taste of Africa right here in Grantham. Tim Mahoney has the story.
The African Student Union brought a glimpse of Africa to Messiah College on November 10th. Caribou Night is ASU's largest event. Caribou Night was a chance for Messiah to encounter a wide variety of African culture. Music, dancing, and traditional cuisine was just some of the highlights that students, faculty, and guests were able to experience. Attendees were able to sample several African dishes: beef stew, jollof rice, cucumber and mango salad, plantains and kidney beans were just some of the foods served by Messiah's catering. The night was a celebration of African cultures, observing the commonality and differences of each of those cultures. One of the values consistently woven into Caribou Night is the era of linking Africa to one story. ASU's variety was shown through a diversity of events. Lydia Tamart, a student from Ethiopia, demonstrated a traditional Ethiopian coffee ceremony with a humorous twist. Kami led her sister and Pepita in a song. John Mngonda, a student from Tanzania, performed an original dance. Gloria and Sean energized the crowd with a traditional African drums. Throughout the performances, the MCs discussed several influential Africans. The fashion show was the highlight of the evening. ASU sought to bridge the gap between traditional and contemporary factors of African fashion. The first part of the fashion show illustrated traditional garments from Africa. The second part showcased contemporary fashion from Cameroon, designed by Harrisburg clothing store that specializes in African styles. Each participant in the fashion show came together to celebrate the evening.
The main reason why Caribou is important is representation. kind of dismantling the idea that Africa is just one big culture, but showing that it's more diverse and it's also beyond that, it's just a celebration of how different yet similar African cultures are. So in order, like the idea of Messiah College and the Messiah community, seeing that and trying to relate that to their own culture is something that is so meaningful for us, and that's the main reason why I think it's important to have Karibu.
The participants of Karibu invited attendees of the evening on stage to learn a traditional dance along with them in one final celebration before the night came to a close. For MC77, I'm Tim Mahoney reporting.
2018 was a year for midterm elections across the country. The Messiah College Center for Public Humanities encouraged students to get out to vote. The center provided voter registration and absentee ballot assistance and rides to the local polling place on Election Day. Regardless of the voting outcomes, the center was happy to see a number of students become more politically active and aware this election season.
When Falcon Update continues, we'll take a look at some winter sports stories. Stay with us.
Hey you.
Have you seen Must See Mondays? Well, you should watch it.
Every Monday.
Every Monday at 7.
Tune in to MC77 to catch Must See Mondays every Monday night at 7. And who knows, you might even see yourself on TV.
We're the Village Water Ozonation System, and we're a member of the Collaboratory, which is a student-led organization on campus where students work with faculty members and advisors to serve a real-world client. Currently, we have a client in Nicaragua. We have a filtration system that purifies water using ozone. So being a part of the Collaboratory and the IPC gives us the opportunity to serve a real client and use what we're learning in the classroom to meet this client's needs.
Adventure education is defined as the use of adventurous activities as a catalyst for personal and interpersonal growth. It's as much about the education as it is about the adventure. Within our program here, you definitely learn the leadership, and so together you get the complete package of not just the technical skills, but how to utilize and design those adventure experiences to help groups reach their goals.
Well, as an adventure ed major, you have to take certain outdoor activities courses. So you have the options of doing rock climbing, you could do canoeing, you can do caving, and learning all these cool activities that you could never do sitting in a classroom. It's definitely what makes this program awesome.
Fall sports are always big news around campus. The men's soccer team fell short in a bid for a national championship, getting knocked out in the Elite Eight. The Falcons had a chance to host the regional finals until a November snowstorm moved the games to Rochester, New York. Unfortunately, the women's team was also knocked out in the round of 16 by virtue of penalty kicks. The PK score of 4-2 came after a 2-all tie remained following double overtime against the University of Lynchburg.
The field hockey team's season ended in the second round when John Hopkins upset the Falcons in double overtime. The 3-2 loss was their only defeat of the season after running off 20 straight wins to start the year. And women's volleyball were defeated in the quarterfinal of the MAC Conference tournament at Stevenson. The Falcons finished 5-3 in the conference and 8-3 at home on Jordan Court. To keep up to date on Messiah Sports, tune in to our next Falcon Update December 10th here on MC77, or go online to pulse.messiah.edu for weekly updates as well.
Following a tip-off tournament on campus to start the season, the Messiah women's basketball team is confident for the remainder of the season. Cosette Schulteis has more on the story.
Thanks, Brian. I'm Cosette Schulteis with MC77, here to talk more about the women's basketball tournament from this past weekend. The women's basketball team recently began their season. Their win from the first tournament brought their record to 4-1. Here to talk more about the team and the season are Coach Arkell and players Alicia and Megan.
Coach Brown discusses some advantages and disadvantages in the team this year.
This year, I think we're really senior heavy. That can be an advantage and a disadvantage. This year, we're graduating 5 seniors, and so next couple of years will be really strong recruiting years as far as rebuilding. But this year, the senior presence is going to mean a lot because we have 5 seniors, but we also have 6 freshmen. So that senior leadership for the freshmen is going to be everything to them.
As Brown sees the players come together for the first time this season, Alicia Rohrer talks more about the tournament that brought their team together.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we went 2-0, which is something we always want to do going into any tournament. More importantly, though, we had a lot of positive growth that came out of it. Got a lot better on defense, really communicated a lot better than what we have been doing, but we also saw a lot of things that we need to improve upon, which is really good at this point in the season. So,
Alicia Rohrer is one of 5 seniors on the team. This season is different with new players for the first time in 2 years.
I think the biggest thing for me that's different is just having 6 new freshmen. Last year we had the same 12 players that we had that finished the year before. We didn't have any incoming last year. So having 6 new people on the team it's a great blessing, but at the same time it's just different learning how to interact and mesh with 6 new personalities and 6 new teammates both on and off the court. But overall it's been a really good experience.
Of the 6 freshmen, Megan Zimmerman has been a valuable addition to this year's team.
I'm definitely looking forward to getting to play with such amazing girls. Definitely hoping to continue to bring success to this program. Being coached by Coach Miller and Coach Noble is just a great opportunity, and really looking forward to hoping to take this season as far as we can.
The women's basketball team will have their next home game on Tuesday, November 20th against Eastern University. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Cosette Schulteis with MC77. Back to you, Brian.
For students who are not involved in intercollegiate sports, there is still an opportunity to compete at Messiah on a recreational level. Matt Nabb has the story.
I am Matt Nabb, reporting here from Sawyer Gymnasium, and behind me you can see rec basketball starting to take place. People are warming up for their playoff matches tonight. I'm here with Luke, who is a sophomore. Luke, what would you say about rec basketball? Why did you choose to play?
You know, I played in high school, so it's a nice transition into college where I can still focus on my schoolwork and still have the competitive feeling to playing basketball.
What about it for students just works out well? At the collegiate level, there's sports, then there's rec here where students in any class can come and play. So what would you say to students who aren't involved in rec sports?
It's a great time. You should come out and play. It gives you a nice relief from your schoolwork, and we definitely love to come see you guys play.
I am here with Ben, who runs a majority of rec sports here. And Ben, can you just tell us a little bit of what you do?
Yeah, so I am the head ref for rec sports. I am in charge of doing all the scheduling for the refs, all the background scheduling for the teams, making the leagues on IM leagues, and basically organize and run everything that the refs do.
What can you say to students who are looking to get involved in rec sports?
It's a lot of fun. A lot of teams just get together with their friends. The more competitive sports, we have 2 different leagues, a really competitive league and a less competitive league. So if you want to play rec sports but you want to just do it for fun, then we have that for you. We also have leagues for people who want it to be really competitive as well.
I am here with Alex DeCenti, who's a referee for rec basketball. Alex, what would you say is a big part of rec basketball and the relationship it has with the students here at Messiah?
I would say that rec basketball is just a great environment for anybody from any year to be able just to come over and just play the sport that they like to play. It's really cool to just go ahead and see like a lot of people who don't play for the school to come out and just want to play for fun.
Basketball is just one of many rec sports that take place here on Messiah's campus. For students who are looking to get involved, please visit the website imleagues.com. For MC77, I'm Matt Knapp.
When we return to the semester in review edition of Falcon Update, we'll bring you a behind-the-scenes look at a familiar campus location and fill you in on a unique training opportunity for one of our varsity teams. Don't go away.
Welcome to GoMessiah.com, the official website of Messiah College Athletics. On the homepage, you can find recent stories, a social media directory including general athletics and sport-specific accounts, and the Falcon YouTube stream. Scrolling down, you can view upcoming events with stats, audio, and video links if available, as well as recent results, including box scores and recaps. In those recaps, you can read the story along with view the photo gallery, next game information, team schedule, and roster. Game stats are on the side, and you can even watch the highlight of the night. These highlights are made possible by GoMessiah.tv, where you can view live streams and stats for all home games, regardless of where you are. GoMessiah.com, your home for everything Falcon.
The Messiah College swim team will be training off campus for a time this winter, a first time for the team. Emily Ryan has more on the story.
I'm here in Frederickson Natatorium where the Messiah College swim team is here practicing for their upcoming winter season. This January, the swim team will be taking this practice regimen to Sarasota, Florida for the first ever winter training trip. Many college swim teams take part in winter training. This includes rigorous week-long workouts in the pool and in the weight room. Assistant coach Mitchell Reynolds will accompany the swimmers on the trip and feels optimistic about bringing this tradition to Messiah.
It's a really good break for a specifically demanding sport as far as putting in the base to reap the rewards when championships come around. You have to put in a certain amount of yardage, and the Florida training trip is always a good distraction-free environment to make that happen as a team.
Not only are the coaches excited, the swimmers are also looking forward to spending a week in sunny Sarasota during winter break.
I'm just really stoked to travel with the team and just go down to Florida and have some fun in the sun. Mostly excited for the beach workouts and just hanging out with the team.
And just having quality time without school in a really beautiful place just to focus on swimming and building our teamship.
The team is working hard both in and out of the pool in order to go to Florida. The team is offering swimming lessons to the local community to raise the money they need. Swimmers of all skill levels have been attending the sessions, and according to Coach Katie McComb, the team has been enjoying working with those who come.
It's been going really well. At first I was really nervous about it because we weren't getting a ton of traction, but now it's kind of like a community event. It's been really fun.
McComb is also hoping this trip helps the team grow spiritually.
We're focusing a lot on training, but I also want it to be a really big opportunity for spiritual growth. So I'm excited to see how the Lord uses it and uses it to draw our team together.
The coaches are not only expecting the team's skills to improve, but their relationship as a group as well.
I expect to get a lot of work done in the pool, and I'm hoping we can get a lot done in the weight room, but by the time we leave, I want our team to know that we are truly a family, and the only reason we can be that close is because of what Christ has done for us.
Both the swimmers and the coaches hope winter training will benefit them in the upcoming season. The women's team is looking for another victory, and the men's team will swim for their first conference championship title. For MC77, I'm Emily Ryan reporting.
Most Messiah students have probably eaten at Lottie Nelson Dining Hall at one point or another, but many are probably not aware of what happens to all the food that doesn't get consumed. Kyle Wickenheiser has more on the story.
Lottie Nelson Dining Hall. It's the place where Messiah students get most of their food. It's where plenty of friendships are formed, and it's where you probably find yourself on open house days. But have you ever thought about what goes on behind the scenes?
Most of the time it's for an average of 800 students, so that can be 150 pounds of potatoes and about 120 pounds of meat. And that's just for one line.
With all the food made during prep, how much of that actually gets used, and what happens to the food that doesn't?
I have been told at various times that it gets either ground up or mulched or something. I'm not really sure.
The food over on the accumulator system right here, once it comes back, the uneaten food, we take it, we dump it in a trough. That gets put in a machine that'll grind it up, and we use that for fertilizer.
Even with all the food students do take, there are always leftovers. So how does Lottie handle all the extra food?
The food that we cook that is not ever touched by anyone, that goes to a food recovery program, which is donated to charity in the local Harrisburg market.
Even with a conscious effort to donate food, Lottie, just like many other college eateries, throws out their fair share of food.
A lot of the food here we just throw directly in the trash if it's not used. Pans, whole pans of it, just get dumped in the trash, thrown in the dumpster.
How big of a problem is food waste? According to the Food Recovery Network, U.S. colleges throw out over 22 million pounds of food per year, which amounts to over $30 million lost. So what can students do to help waste less food?
We have a lot of options, so if you want to try something, go for it, but maybe just be careful about how much you take so that it doesn't get wasted.
Lottie's a take all you want, eat all you take kind of restaurant. Really doesn't matter how much you take as long as you're eating everything on your plate.
A few steps in helping to reduce the waste at Lottie are: 1, take less food. Only take the amount of food that you know that you can eat. Secondly, if you do have any uneaten food, make sure that you put it on the accumulator in order for it to be composted. Don't throw it in the trash. And lastly, inform your friends. The more people who know, the more that we can do. For MC77, I'm Kyle Wickenheiser.
This show has been about reflecting on the past semester as well as looking ahead to the spring. The latest edition of the Swinging Bridge magazine continues that theme. Don't forget to pick up your free copy of the December issue. The final edition of the semester is on the stands in Fry, Boyer, and the Union, as well as outside Lottie and the Falcon.
Swinging Bridge magazine, the Pulse website, and MC77 are great places to find campus news, written for students by students. One feature on MC77 is our community calendar. With a look at events yet to come this semester, here's Molly Sherman.
To MC77, I'm Molly Sherman giving you this week's campus calendar. First up, still need to do some Christmas shopping? Then come shop unique and fair trade Christmas gifts at the 10,000 Villages Holiday Sale from Tuesday, December 4th to Thursday, December 6th. 10,000 Villages will be set up outside the Falcon from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. all 3 days. Funds from the holiday sale will benefit the Collaboratory. Combo Chimbita is coming to B-Sides this Wednesday. This Colombian band from New York has a distinctly futuristic yet traditional sound, with roots in heavy rock, metal, funk, and soul. Catch them in the Union at 9 p.m. on Wednesday. This semester's Digital Media Senior Seminar class will present Control, Shift, Return, an interactive gallery on Friday, December 7th at 7:30 p.m. in Fry Lobby. Come explore how we can return back to the world with a sense of wonder, and support your friends in the Digital Media department as well. The SAB Lost Film of the Week is 8th Grade. Written and directed by Bo Burnham, 8th Grade follows an introverted teenage girl just trying to survive the last week of her 8th grade year before starting high school. The movie will show on Friday at 6 and 9 p.m. and Saturday at 3, 6, and 9 p.m. Tickets are free for students and faculty and $4 for guests. This Friday and Saturday, come support the students of the Department of Theater and Dance as they showcase their original work in their Fall Senior Series. 2 pieces will be featured this weekend. One created and performed by Kelly Hertzler and Amanda Adams, and one created and performed by Becca Roberts. The 2 pieces will be performed on Friday, December 7th at 8 p.m. and Saturday, December 8th at 3 and 8 p.m. in the Grace Pollock Dance Studio in Climenhaga. Tickets for this event will be $5 for all attendees. Don't forget to assemble your team for the IS Dodgeball Tournament on Saturday at 1 p.m. in Sawyer Gym. This year, instead of the classes facing off, students are free to form their own teams. The cost is $2 per person to play, and all the funds will go to the Cracked Pot Coffee Shop to help with their foster care rehabilitation. Most importantly, the winning team will receive a free t-shirt, so don't miss out. Do you enjoy music and free entertainment? Then come hear the Messiah College Guitar Ensemble, conducted by Randy's Wally, as they perform in their winter concert on Saturday, December 8th. The concert will take place at 1:30 p.m. in the High Center Recital Hall. As mentioned, tickets are free for this event, so why not go and support this Messiah College Ensemble? It's a weekend full of concerts at Messiah. The Messiah College Jazz Combo, directed by Todd Goranson, will perform at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday, December 8th in the High Center Recital Hall. This concert is also free and open to the public. Also on Saturday, Acclamation Dance Ministry will present their 2018 Winter Worship Concert, Inseparable. You have 2 opportunities to catch the concert. Saturday at 3:30 with doors opening at 3, and Saturday at 7:30, doors opening at 7. The concert will take place at Camp Hill United Methodist Church. Tickets are $5 for individuals age 5 and up, and free for children under 5. That's all for this week's campus calendar.
Well, Brian, I know you're a Steelers fan. Saw a lot of Pittsburgh jerseys, Penguins, and Steelers in that Lottie video, a few Messiah students in Lottie. And as a Pitt fan myself, I know we've had a rough go of it this weekend.
Yeah, you know, Pitt fell pretty handedly to Clemson in their ACC championship game, and the Steelers, you know, they had a real tough one.
Yeah.
You know, I know as a Steelers fan, I'm a little bit disappointed with the refs, a little bit disappointed with the Steelers play in general the last couple weeks. But, you know, Penguins are looking up with Sidney Crosby back healthy.
Indeed.
So.
Indeed, yeah. And you spoke on those officials in the Steelers game. That may be one of the worst calls I've ever seen, with the defensive player jumping off sides. Just unbelievable. Yeah. But, Brian, that's our show for the day. We hope you've enjoyed looking back at the fall semester. This is Jory Hagan, and that's Brian Schermeyer. Thanks for watching. That was last week.